Now at 5, we went around asking you how you're preparing for the storm, and if you have to drive, the best ways to keep you and those around you safe.
And winter weather speeding through Logan Canyon. A warning from Utah Highway Patrol to drivers who want to do the same.
Plus rain changing to snow when it happens in your backyard, and how much of that snow should you expect? Answers in Utah's most accurate forecast.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Good evening, I'm Glenn Mills.
And I'm Emily Flores. We thank you for joining us here at this hour. We do begin with weather. A massive storm hitting the state. This is a live look at I-15 in Clearfield at this point. The rain beginning to change to snow, as Alana said, and road conditions looking pretty nasty during the evening commute.
We are following this storm with team coverage tonight. ABC4's Annika Johns is monitoring traffic conditions for us. Nate Larson is telling us what ski resorts are doing, and Cade Gardner is following the storm in northern Utah.
But first, let's head over for a check of the weather. The first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy and what we can expect, Alana.
We've got sloppy conditions in northern Utah, the northern Wasatch Front already seeing that changeover from rain to snow. Let's go to the storm tracker radar. I want you to see exactly where we're dealing with this moisture and where the changeover is happening. That live view gives you an idea. The green you're seeing, that's rain, folks. And we know as we zoom in, we're going to take a closer look. Cache Valley, Weber County, straight snow. It's happened within the last hour and a half. Now, we know that that rain is holding on in different portions of the state. That includes the Salt Lake Valley into Provo and in the West Desert. That is going to change, and it's going to change as we get through the next couple of hours. We get a little closer here as we kind of check. That pink that you're seeing is mixed precipitation. It's just south of Layton where we've seen the changeover happen, and it's going to continue to slide south. So the mixed precipitation is a good indicator that snow is on the way. The valley rain that we're seeing, it's sloppy, it's cold, we've got windy conditions, but as soon as the front comes through, that cold air, it's going to take over, and I hope that you are ready for it. We've got a lot going on. Let's take a live view of where it is snowing. It's up there in Cache Valley where it's been snowing for the last little while. We're getting several reports of road snow and road slush in the areas. It continues to come down near Utah State University. Our winter storm warning now in effect for Salt Lake County happened at the top of the hour. What you're seeing in pink, winter storm warnings throughout the state, winter weather advisories in purple. They will see fewer snow totals, but we're all going to get snow in one way or another throughout the Beehive State with this system. Travel going to be impacted. This is definitely something we've been talking about. Gave you the heads up about the evening commute yesterday. And as we head into tomorrow morning, the potential for road snow will be there. And we're not just talking about mountain routes. No, I-15 and valley locations will see sloppy, slick conditions with road snow. Visibility will be impacted. Okay, we've got to talk about the changeover. It's happening in parts of the state. So when does it happen for you in your backyard? It's a great question. We've seen it change in northern Utah. And now as we head into Salt Lake County, Utah County will be a little later. The central and southern portion of the state, 8 to 11, and way south in southern Utah by Wednesday morning, we will see that cold air filtering in. Right now it's rain in Salt Lake County. Our very own Annika Johns joins us live with that sloppy commute as people get ready and they want to get home before this turns to snow. Annika?
That's right, Alana. So as you can see behind me, I-80 isn't seeing much snow just yet. We do have some rain coming down. The roads are starting to get slick. So now we already know that the storm is going to be a good one. So we went around asking people how they are preparing for this storm. With icy roads in the forecast and many making their way home tonight, the Utah Department of Public Safety wants to remind people to take it slow while on the roads. According to DPS, people driving too fast is the main cause of crashes in winter. They also suggest driving under the speed limit, avoid quick stops and turns, and increase your following distance.
Try not to, because the conditions can get worse. And just if you have to go out, just be very careful. Drive at a minimum speed possible, and try to make it back home safe.
DPS also said that if you see snowplows, to give them enough space to do their job, meaning don't tailgate them. They recommend giving the snowplows at least 200 feet to protect you and them from any debris that may pick up or anything else on the road. Reporting live from Salt Lake County, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
Annika, thank you. This storm making for dicey conditions up the Cottonwood Canyons. The traction law going into effect early this morning, but conditions are expected to only get worse. The resorts are expected to measure their snow in feet, and that means canyon closures could be in the cards for the coming hours. ABC4 meteorologist Nate Larson at the mouth of Little Cottonwood Canyon tonight, tracking the latest conditions. Nate, what are you seeing?
That's right. Down here at the mouth of the canyon, Glenn, it's actually just been rainy, a bit windy at times, a little calmer than what they're seeing further up the road. In fact, checked in at some of the resorts, about 4 inches already at Brighton and Altus. We know the roads are worse as you head up. As you mentioned, the traction law in effect. Now, so much snow, of course, expected with the storm. There's already been an announcement for the closure of Little Cottonwood Canyon this evening at 8 o'clock for avalanche mitigation, with no estimated time of opening tomorrow morning. We expect heavy snowfall. Sometimes snowfall can be so intense and avalanche danger so extreme that guests are actually required to stay inside the resorts during avalanche mitigation. In fact, an email was sent out to some of the snowbird guests this morning saying that interlodge may go into effect this evening. The Snowbird Communications Manager, Sarah Shellman, explained that interlodge happens when there's so much new snow that avalanche danger is very high, and it's too dangerous to let guests out of the resort for their own safety.
We expect that danger to ramp up to high overnight, and that means both human-triggered and natural avalanches are going to become likely.
When interlodge is in effect, it's actually illegal to leave the building. Interlodge is usually only in place overnight while avalanche mitigation is underway, and will usually lift sometime the next morning.
It might sound scary. It's actually pretty fun. You hunker down in your hotel room, watch the snowfall, and then when the mountain opens again, you are up here and among the first to get skiing and riding afterwards.
Really, as a skier, interlodge and the country club day is really what we dream for. Right? They lift the interlodge at 9, the road stays closed, and you know, we're up here with only a couple hundred of our best friends skiing, you know, some of the best pattern in the world.
Interlodge has already happened earlier this year with some of the bigger snowstorms. It was a multi-day interlodge event.
If for some reason the road does not open and interlodge is still in effect in the morning, we will have straight line travel periods where you can go, get food, do the things that you need to do before interlodge goes back into effect.
On the bright side, the avalanche danger should moderate pretty quickly following the storm.
We're going to move past this pretty quickly, so patience is definitely going to be the ticket for the next few days.
All right, on that note, the UDOT did post, the UDOT Cottonwood's at least Twitter handle, that the backcountry is closed up Little Cottonwood Canyon tonight through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Craig Gordon, also notorious for saying the avalanche forecast is not a one-size-fits-all, so be sure to check the forecast for the zone you're going to be traveling in. You can do that on UtahAvalancheCenter.org. Live from the mouth of Little Cottonwood Canyon, Nate Larson, ABC4 News. Back to you.
All right, we thank you, Nate. Well, in northern Utah now, the snow has been coming down for a few hours at this point, and it's sticking to the roadways, making for dicey driving conditions. This is a look at Logan Canyon from a little earlier. ABC4's Kate Garner is in Logan Canyon tracking weather conditions for us now. Kate?
Emily, you just missed it. A snowplow just went by. I am here at the mouth of Logan Canyon. Now, the road directly behind me is US Highway 89. You can see that there's some slush on it, but I really want you to take a look at my feet. So we are on a road right off US Highway 89. By 2 o'clock this afternoon, this was road. There was no snow, and you can see just how deep the snow is now. Now, it's this sticky stuff that has Utah Highway Patrol preparing for a busy night. So throughout the day, US Highway 89 through the canyon has been hit or miss, slushy, wet, full of snow. And it's been like this throughout the day, on and off. Utah Highway Patrol does not anticipate, however, that the canyon will be closed to traffic through the night. They're encouraging everyone to stay off the roads if possible, but if you absolutely have to travel, take it slow and only go if your car is winter ready. Now, troopers are standing by to respond to any accidents or slide-offs. And if you end up sliding off the road, stay in your car and call 911.
And we'll send somebody out, but don't get outside of your car if you're slid off and get out in traffic. Maybe there is a bad slick spot there, and someone may just follow your tracks in and strike your car. So
that was Sergeant Kendrick. Now, he says it really is just way too dangerous to get out of your car. If you do get in an accident with another car on the road, if it's minor, get to the side of the road, but stay in your car again. And again, they don't expect any closures of US Highway 89 tonight, but we're going to keep tracking its status. Reporting live in Logan, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.
Thank you, Cade. Utah Highway Patrol and the Utah Department of Transportation preparing to keep the roads safe during this storm. The storm, no doubt, expected to make a big impact on the roads, especially during the commute tonight and tomorrow morning. Utah Highway Patrol saying with a storm like this, there could be more crashes, so they're making extra sure to have troopers all across the state to be there to get them processed as quickly as possible. Now, the Utah Department of Transportation saying they're loading up with extra salt, checking their equipment, and working long hours to keep the roads safe.
Staffing us 24/7 here for at least this next couple days to make sure we're on top of it and everything runs well right now.
They say if you don't have to go out and have options like working from home, you really should do that. And to stay updated on the latest road closures, delays, and conditions across the state, head to our website, abc4.com.
All right, and still ahead, getting a new view on crime. See how police in Farmington are using new drones to better protect their officers. And Behind the Badge report.
And you're looking at snow coming down at the Utah Olympic Park. We've got valley rain, mountain snow, and valley snow starting to fill in. An interesting evening with heavy snowfall on deck if you're not seeing it yet. The timing and the expected accumulation in Utah's most accurate forecast.